So welcome to Pagosa Springs. I'm just a few minutes from my parents' house and we've been adventuring. We've been ice climbing and snowboarding and all sorts of things, snowshoeing. And it's really quite leg heavy, a lot of it. So just gonna give some love to the hips and the hamstrings. So I hope that you find this of benefit. And we're gonna start a little different. We'll start at the top of the mat. So feet hips distance. Go ahead and pick up both feet and then lay them back down. Spread the toes, get a wide foundation here. Maybe bend the knees a little bit. Have a little bit of vibration bounce in the body, maybe all the way up into the shoulders. And then press down through the feet. Lengthen the legs, roll the shoulders back, heart open. Lift the crown of the head and turn the palms forward. Few rounds of breath here, coming from your thinking mind or the busy world or whatever it is that has your attention, and just bringing it inward to your breath, to your body. Once more, roll the shoulders up and back as the heart center broadens. Lengthen the crown of the head and press down through the feet. Bring the hands to heart center. Any intention that you'd like to set here, or gratitude, anything that feels supportive. Press hand into hand so much that you can feel the shoulder blades begin to come together on the back. Next, inhale, open the hands, almost peel them open, heart open, soft bend in the knees as you open the throat, gaze up. And exhale, bend the knees, bring the fingers all the way down to the mat, and we'll come up into a chair pose. Inhale here. And exhale, press down through the feet, hands come down by the side. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, peel the heart open, arms wide, knees bend, throat gaze up. And then bend the knees deeply as the fingertips brush the ground. Keep the knees bent as the heart comes up, chair pose. Press down through the feet, hands come down by the side. Once more like this, hands to heart center. Inhale, peel the heart open, arms lift, soft bend in the knees, gaze up. And then exhale, bend down, hands brush the ground. Press down, lift up, chair pose. And then this time fold forward. So soft bend in the knees as you come all the way down. About 3 times we'll wave the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Twice more with breath. Every time you come up, imagine you can get a little longer in the spine. And then once more, inhale. And exhale. Big step back with the right foot. Plant the right heel down. Bring the hands to the knee. Roll the shoulders back and lift the torso up. Pull back on the left hip crease here. Stay here for just a moment. Pressing down through the left foot and engaging the right glute. Now you can maybe sink the hips a little bit lower. Hands can come onto blocks or maybe they touch the floor. I have really long arms, so a lot of us will be better with blocks. And then exhale, lengthen the front leg, Ardha Chandrasana. Doesn't have to go straight, but it's long. Flex the toes back towards your face, getting the big opening in the back of the leg. Roll your shoulders back and pull the heart center forward. Wherever your hands are on blocks or touching the ground, imagine you can push them back, drag the hands back. This allows to lengthen the torso. And we'll move through these 2 poses a couple times with breath. So on an inhale, come forward and lift the arms up, or you can cactus the arms. See what feels good in your body. And then exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half splits. Inhale, shift forward, arms lift, maybe they open. And exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. I think I said the wrong one earlier. This is Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Inhale, come forward, sweep the arms up, maybe open, and then wave them back as the hips come back. We'll do it once more. A little bit of a big giant circle with the arms. Inhale, wave the arms forward, open, and back with the hips. This time we're gonna come forward, plant the right hand as the left hand lifts, right knee lifts. So revolved low lunge here. Pull back on the left hip crease and maybe even rotate the whole left foot out towards the left. Maybe we'll get a little bit more in the IT joint here. IT band. Cactus the top arm, open the heart. And you can take the left hand to the hip. We're gonna continue to turn the feet towards the left and then walk the left foot back about halfway down the mat. Both feet are flexed and you're on the right knife edge of the foot. Left arm is up, press down through the right hand, lift the hips. We're gonna move with breath here. Exhale the hips lower. Left hand reaches back towards the foot, the long foot. Should feel a long side body stretch on the right hand side. Now we'll move with breath. Inhale, push down, lift up, reach towards the top of the mat, off the top of the mat. And exhale, coming down. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Take the left hand to the left hip, right knee behind the left foot, and take a seat. Take a twist towards the left. Steady breath. Roll the shoulders up and back to broaden the heart space. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. I'm going to turn towards the back of the mat and we'll do this sequence again, but you can do either way. Downward facing dog wherever you are. I'm just flipping for visual. You can stay the other way. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. And exhale, bring the knees down, shift back child's pose. About 3 rounds of breath here. Slowly round forward, tuck the toes, downward dog. Walk the feet forward. 3 times, wave the spine. Inhale, inflates you, lifts you up. And exhale, you fold. Twice more like this. And plant the hands, big step back with the left foot. The back knee plants, hands to the right knee as you lift the torso up. Press down through the right foot, front foot. Pull back on the right hip crease. Shoulders up and back, open the heart center. Steady breath. Maybe the hips sink a little bit lower. And then hands come to the floor or to blocks as you lengthen the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull the toes back. I like to kind of drag my heel back a little bit as well, like kind of pulling the right hip into the socket. You can also turn the toes out towards the right. That'll intensify the sensation. Shoulders roll back here, heart center pulls forward. You can imagine that someone's like has a string tied to your heart pulling you forward. And let's move with breath. Inhale, shift forward. Hands wave forward, up and back. As they come down to the floor, the hips come back, the leg lengthens. So we'll do this about 3 or 4 more times. Move with your own breath. And add any flourishes or anything that feels good. We'll all do this a bit differently. Next time you come forward, plant the left hand. Right arm comes up, left knee comes up, revolved low lunge. Pull back on the right hip crease and maybe dial out clockwise the whole right foot. Open the heart, maybe cactus the top arm. And then we're going to turn towards this side plank variation. So you can pick up your foot or you can walk it back, but all 10 toes pointing to the side of the mat. Press down through the left hand, lift the hips. Kind of imagine there's like a flame underneath your hips. Hand reaches towards the top of the mat. And then exhale, sink the hips down. Hand reaches towards the back foot. Stay here for just a moment, enjoying the side stretch. And we'll move with breath. Inhale, push down to lift up. Reach off the top of the mat. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, push and lift. Maybe even come to the right toes. And exhale, coming down. Once more. Inhale, push and lift. And exhale, right hand to the right hip. Left knee behind the right ankle as you take a seat and take a twist. So see if you can bring both sit bones down to the ground. You might need to adjust a little bit. Shoulders back, heart center wide. Steady breath. One more inhale. And release. We'll turn towards the side of the mat here and open the legs wide. It doesn't matter how wide they go. We're just opening them up. We're going to begin to pour forward. So maybe you come a little bit, maybe to the elbows, maybe you find a block, but see if you can keep your toes coming up. Thinking about a little bit of external rotation in the thighs. So if the toes are coming forward, then I suggest just moving your legs a little bit closer together. This is very subjective. It depends on your body and it depends on your day as well. Imagine a bit of a melt with every exhale. One more full cycle of breath. And slowly coming up. We're going to take the left hand and reach it towards the right foot. Doesn't have to touch it, it's just going that direction. And then spiral the whole rib cage up and open. And then exhale, rotate the heart down and reach towards the foot. And we're gonna swoop all the way over to the other side so that the right hand is reaching towards the left foot. Inhale, open the heart, big side stretch. And then exhale, reach down again towards the left foot and swoop center to the other side. So you can begin to move like you here. But let the inhale lift you up and the exhale fold you down and move you across. Maybe adding some sound effects or any other flourishes that you'd like. If you've done Dancing Camel with me, this is kind of a spin off that. One or two more on each side. And coming back to center, back to stillness. So take a seat, whatever feels good. Maybe a few spirals of the spine or any wiggles. And just close with a few rounds of breath and stillness. And just a little exercise here to identify 3 things that you can feel tactilely. Maybe You can feel your fingers on your pants, the texture of the pants. Maybe what you're sitting on is hard or soft. I can feel the wind on my skin. Maybe you can feel a bit of a fan or AC or anything that you're feeling. Just noticing. And then 3 things that you can feel inside your body. So this could be either a vibration of the pulse or the heartbeat, or maybe it's a sensation attached to an emotion or any sensation. Just bring the awareness inside, interoception. And then just a few more rounds of breath, tracing the breath all the way in and all the way out. 3 times. Big breath, fill up. And fully release. Bringing the hands to heart center. Next exhale, bow the head down. And again, any gratitude, thanks, intention you'd like to touch on here. One more inhale together. And exhale out the mouth to close audibly. Next inhale, you can float your eyes open. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this class and that you are off onto your next adventure, whatever that may be, or maybe this is a bit of recovery. Whatever it is that you're doing this class around, I hope that it was a benefit. And I will see you all next time on your mat. If you're interested in more specific hips and hamstrings, and I have a few other videos here that will target that area. And I'll see you next time.